What's the deal with all the closed rides at Universal Studios? I'm going to break it all down for you today in this video. Plus, I've got a cool Velocicoaster update for you as well. But before we begin, we publish theme park videos on this channel all the time. So hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you'll know when another video is ready for you to view. When Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure reopened in the year 2020 after the pandemic shutdowns, not every ride reopened. We're going to show you which ones have never reopened, which ones are just like opened on the weekends or on busy days, and then also the ones that are closed just for seasonal maintenance. Not really a ride, but more of an attraction. Poseidon's Fury is one that has been closed indefinitely. This has been closed for months on end, and this is one they do not reopen whatsoever. Even on busy weeks, busy weekends, this one remains closed. We have no idea when they're going to reopen the Poseidon's Fury attraction. For the next attraction we need to discuss, we need to head over to Marvel Superhero Island. Near the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, there is a ride that's, even when it's operational, people tend to forget about, but it has been indefinitely closed. Storm Force Acceleratron has not reopened since the parks have reopened after the pandemic. It remains closed indefinitely. We have received no word from Universal when they plan on reopening this ride. It's a pretty simple ride, very similar to the ride they have there at Disney, the Mad Tea Party, or the Teacups, as we like to call it shorthand. It is pretty sad to have this one down because this gave the little ones, the little kids who maybe weren't big enough for the Hulk or like Dr. Doom's Fearfall, another option here in Superhero Island. But who knows when Universal will reopen Storm Force. Another thing regarding Storm Force, they do not even open it on the weekends or on busy weeks. So there are some rides that are temporarily closed that Universal will open up on weekends or busy times, but Storm Force is not one of those. Popeyes and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges has reopened. It was closed temporarily just for seasonal maintenance, something they do every winter, but it has reopened. A very popular water ride if you want to get very wet, but since it's reopened, another one has closed for its seasonal maintenance. Ripsaw Falls, the other water ride here in Toon Lagoon, is closed for seasonal maintenance. During the quote-unquote winter time here in Florida, Universal will shut down one or two of the water rides here in Toon Lagoon, but not both at the same time. This year it's Popeyes that had its seasonal maintenance first, and since it reopened, now Ripsaw Falls, the Log Flume water ride, is closed and will be closed through March 19th. Meaning the first opportunity we have to ride this again will be March 20th. Let's take a break from talking about closures, head into Jurassic Park, and talk about a new ride being built, the Velocicoaster. Some very exciting updates to give you today. So this is the big deal. I did live stream this yesterday, which was a Tuesday, as far as when I'm recording this. The walls, the construction walls on the other side of these bars are down, so we now have a clear view, pretty clear, into the attraction area. Here is a nice unobstructed view right now inside the Velocicoaster area. See a lot of the track, the foliage, the rock work. This is the launch area that takes you, I believe this is the launch that takes you up over the top hat. So that was the view from paddocks 1 and 2. Let's move on to 3, 4, and 5. So over here at paddocks 3, 4, and 5, we can see they have taken down the construction walls. And it's like this area is being used for stroller parking right now, but let's go take a closer look. The cool thing about these paddocks is we get to see the water feature, this waterfall here that flows down over the rock. And then of course, also from paddocks 3, 4, and 5, we get a good look at the Immelman feature and the track going through the rock and by the waterfall. Better get used to these bars, kid. Name that movie. But anyway, that was the biggest news from Tuesday, the fact that these construction walls are down and we get to get a good look inside the attraction area now. The last time I filmed this store, the Jurassic Outfitters, the signage was gone, but it looks like they've added a new signage. It looks pretty good. Let's go inside and check out the new Velocicoaster merchandise. For $30, we have a Velocicoaster Ringer T featuring 2 Raptors on the front, and then on the back side, we have some more information about the attraction itself. Here's the back side of the Ringer T. What could go wrong? Gives us the stats of 80 degree, 140 foot drop, a 90 degree bank turn. It has an inverted zero gravity stall, a 70 mile per hour boost in 2.4 seconds. That is the top speed of this coaster, 70 miles per hour. A reverse airtime wave, a 53 miles per hour barrel roll. The track length is 1,436 meters. At one point you go 0 to 50 in 3.0 seconds, 12 airtime moments, a 1G max acceleration, and an S-curve airtime hill. For $55, Jurassic World logo on the front, but the back has the Velocicoaster logo, this one featuring just the 1 Raptor. For $15, they have the 2 Raptor Velocicoaster logo. It also has some of the stats on the mug, some of the attraction stats. $9 will get you the Velocicoaster shot glass. One side says Velocicoaster. The other side says what could go wrong. $25, you can get this Velocicoaster t-shirt, Raptor right up front with the slogan, "Must Go Faster." A nice nod to the original movie. A little mixture, a little mashup of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park with this t-shirt. That quote is of course from Ian Malcolm. This shirt, the What Could Go Wrong Velocicoaster t-shirt with the pass holder on the left sleeve, is a pass holder only t-shirt, and it is $25. And over here we have a whole rack of Velocicoaster Jurassic World items. The socks are $17. The keychain, Velocicoaster keychain, is $14. The single Velocicoaster pin is $12, and the 3-pin set is $14. This magnet set you're looking at is $12. Here is a t-shirt for $30. Says Chaos Happens. Again, chaos, we think of Ian Malcolm from the original movies. $27, you can get this Velocicoaster tank top. It has the 2 Raptor logo as well as some of the stats on the front of the tank top. Which t-shirt did you like the best? Let me know in the comment section below. Before we leave the Jurassic Park area, here's something interesting. One of my viewers, I was just speaking to him, David, pointed out this box right here. This is where the old T-Rex used to be, and he's not sure if they're gonna bring it out again. He heard that when they moved it the first time, they broke it. Time will tell if they bring that T-Rex back. I don't know, maybe they broke one of his little baby arms. You know, those little arms aren't very strong on a T-Rex. Maybe that fell off, but we'll see. We'll see in time. Maybe they bring back old T-Rex. Now let's head over to Universal Studios and continue our discussion on closed rides. And now into Universal Studios we go. The Fast and the Furious, the Supercharged. There's a story behind this one. There's also a story as to why I use so many thes, but we're not going to get into that today. Now the story with this ride is, when the parks reopened, this one did not reopen with it. It was listed as temporarily closed, but they have since permanently reopened Fast and Furious, and it's been a popular ride. The wait times for this thing have been insane since it's become available again. Today, however, it's just virtual line or if you have express passes. And now we come to the Fear Factor attraction. This is an attraction that did not reopen when the parks reopened. As you can see by the sign here, they even have the name of the attraction covered up. They opened this up as a U-Rest zone, a place where people can come in, take their face masks off, and be socially distanced from one another. So obviously they are not going to reopen this anytime where we have to have pandemic measures. In fact, by this tree right here, there used to be signage stipulating like the restrictions for participating in Fear Factor Live, which they have now removed that signage completely. Another clue as to my theory, which I'll explain right now. It's my theory, and I have gone on record many times stating this, that Fear Factor Live will never reopen, that it is gone forever, and eventually this will be an expansion area for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now, I could be wrong. Eventually they could reopen Fear Factor Live, but oh, that would be a shock to me, as I officially predict no more Fear Factor Live. The Twirl and Hurl, the ride you see behind me here, lives in limbo, sometimes open, sometimes closed. When the theme park first reopened after the pandemic, it opened as closed. As temporarily closed was the phrase Universal used, but since then they do reopen this on weekends, most weekends, and on weeks where they anticipate a large crowd. If they anticipate a slow day, it stays closed. So it's mainly closed during the week and open on weekends, unless it's like a holiday week or something. Today, just being some random Wednesday, means it's closed. Oh, we have several things to discuss in the kids zone today about closures. Fievel's Playland. This is kind of a splash zone area for kids. It's been closed indefinitely. No word on when they will reopen this little kid attraction. Curious George. This is the major water area of Universal Studios. It has never reopened since the park itself has reopened. It remains closed indefinitely. Again, no word as to when they will consider reopening this. Such a shame, as this area is so much fun for kids. I remember taking my own kids here when they were little and they loved it. I'm sad to see it closed. I hope they open it eventually. And then the big news for the kid area, the kid zone, Universal just announced that A Day in the Park with Barney, a little stage show, has been shut down and closed forever, never to return. Sorry friends, Barney can't play today or ever again here in the Kid Zone. So pretty much the Kid Zone is down to Woody's Kiddie Coaster and E.T. That's pretty much it for attractions and rides. It's not a ride or an attraction, but I would like to note that the Williams of Hollywood Prop Shop is mainly open just on the weekends now. I know I'm mainly talking about rides and attractions that are closed, but I do want to point out one of my favorite quick service spots, the Monster Cafe, a very unique dining experience, has been closed, and I don't know when it's going to reopen. And speaking of food, I recently did a video, Rick's Top 6 Foods for Under $10. I'm going to take my own advice today and go into Springfield for the Heat Lamp Hot Dog. And here it is, my Heat Lamp Hot Dog platter. I chose curly fries with it this time. Under $10 this meal is. If you want to see the full list of best meals for under $10, click right up here or check the description box. And that is it for today. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of the closures here at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And by the way, I hope you spotted the Hidden Ricky in this video. Leave a comment as to when you saw it, and you may get a shout out in a future video. But as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rick's Flicks, and now it's time to relax. Hello new Flicksters, and welcome to the team. Thomas Stidman, executive producer. Melvin Denton, executive producer. Mitch and Casey Oman, producer. Mandy Wilkins, a supporter. Gary Arnold as a supporter. Karen Mesmer, producer. And Tara Swanson, producer. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and becoming Flicksters.